Yo homies, welcome back. And today I have a special video where I'm not talking about garment sewing. I'm actually talking about bags today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Patrice and I go by Handmade Legacy on all of my socials because I'm here talking about all the things I do with my hands. I love to craft, I love to sew, I love to bake, cook, all types of things, even down to Legos. And I love talking to you guys about it, seeing what you guys like to do, and discussing all the ups, downs, and all around. So welcome. So I've made 2 bags in recent years, same pattern. And I want to walk you through how I picked the pattern, why I picked the pattern, really, and all about it, how big it is, how it's used. And both bags are not my bags. So the story goes, I was watching YouTube one day and my mom walked by. I don't know if I was watching it on my phone or on the TV, but she walked by. I was like, oh, that bag is so cute. You should make that for me. And so I made a mental note and I did. I made the bag for her for Christmas that year. I'm going to show you the bag. This bag. So the bag, it has like a green corduroy, 2 different types of denim. I use recycled jeans, which we'll talk more about that. Like brass chrome zipper and trims, D-rings. It's a cute bag. It's what she asked for when she saw the video. I used a jean pocket as like a phone slip pocket on the inside and a big slip pocket of the lining on the outside. These pockets are not part of the pattern. I just added them, but it does have the lining. And it does use denim. And I believe in the pattern on the video, they use a colored denim and 2 other types of denim. I use corduroy instead. My mom, they're her 2 favorite fabrics are corduroy denim and then maybe seersucker was the third one. And so I made her this bag with just like a webbing strap, adjustable, close it together with some rivets. I made her that bag in Christmas 2025. She didn't start using the bag until 2026. And I said, if I don't see you use that bag, I'm not making anything else. What had happened was, once I made the bag, she just glanced at the YouTube video, thought it was cute, didn't really know anything about it. Me too. It was look at this. It was a lot bigger than she thought. This is a huge, slouchy bag. And I think she thought it was going to be more purse size, not bag size. But once she started using it, she realized it was great for like when she's traveling because it can hold a lot of stuff. So the second bag, the story goes, recently she was taking one of those trips with our cousin and she had the bag with her. My cousin said, oh, that's such a cute bag. And my mom said, oh, Patrice made it. And then I just looked at my mom. She was like, oh, I probably wasn't supposed to say that. Well, my cousin had recently lost her dad. And so she was like, well, Patrice, no, I'm grieving. Of course, I burst out laughing. She was being funny. And my mom said she even mentioned the bag to her later after we left. So she was joking, but she did really love the bag. And so my mom was like, if I buy the fabric or whatever, will you make it? And I said yes. And I made the bag very similar, except it's black corduroy, which my mom bought off Amazon. And I keep all jeans. If my kids grow out of jeans, if I grow out of jeans, the jeans get worn, holes or something in some way, I keep it and use it. Denim is expensive. So even though I bought denim for like big projects or something, if they're like bags, purses, pouches, other things you can use denim for, definitely keep it. This one has a rainbow zipper, and it's no D-ring on this side, 1 D-ring on this side, which I realized was what the pattern did. And I want to call this a belt loop, but it's not a belt loop. Also used rivets. This one only has 1 pocket, the back denim pocket for a phone, so it's not no pockets on the inside. And so this is the bag my mom is taking to our cousin for her to have. The bags come out to about 13 by 20, so pretty big. It says a depth of 7 inches. Let me show you guys this. So the bag has this cool little fold over and sew kind of technique. Don't mind the puppy if you hear her. That gives you the bag. It's a turnout bag, so there's no binding. And yes, but it is a big bag. You can fit a water bottle, a laptop, a couple of outfits, like as a backup carry-on. It's very soft and squishy, so you can definitely stick it under a seat or smush it somewhere. So the options are endless, pretty much, of what you can fit inside of it. So since this pattern was just a video on YouTube that I was watching, it was a good video where they give you dimensions. They walk you through step by step. It's one of those faceless sewing videos, but very helpful. But tips I would give: one, if you're sewing with denim, corduroy, those are thicker fabrics. So be careful of the seams and bulky seams. And maybe I always interface the denim part. One, because some denim has a little bit of stretch, so that kind of just holds it together. If you wanted, you could leave the interfacing out of the seam part to make that part a little thinner. That would be very helpful. Of course, press as you go, especially since it's thick. A rubber hammer with denim always helps to just bang out those thick parts to make them easier to sew, easier to rivet, or however you want to do that. And as far as the hardware goes, I love getting my hardware from Wallwack, basic hardware. There are a lot of great small online shops though that sell hardware. Of course, Etsy is an option, but there are other ones that have their own shops that have cool hardware. But if you just want basic, simple basic hardware, Wallwack is a great option for all of your basic sewing needs. If you want to get fancy schmancy, maybe not, but I love basic things. And even the rainbow is at Wallwack, if you know, which is still a little bit basic, but gives you a little zhuzh. Because the pattern online is just the square, the lining, you zip it up. You could do a lot of different things with this bag if you so choose on the inside. Like how I added the pockets. You could add a water bottle holder. You could add zip pockets on the inside, which are always nice to have. Also, if you're doing it as a gift, if you're using recycled denim, you could take the extra pieces of denim and do like small pouch bags that they could throw in there for like makeup and different things like that. That would be a cool option. You guys know I dabble in embroidery, so you could also embroider like someone's name or something here, or one of the pouches if you were making it kind of like a cute pouch bag set. That would be another option. So the options are endless for sure. Another difference is this strap for my cousin's bag is denim on this side, the black corduroy on this side, whereas my mom's strap is just the webbing, which is easy. It works. It's very sturdy. This one I like, but I couldn't find a webbing similar to this that I like. They all seem very thick, very like industrial. This still feels good when I touch it. And the things that I was finding or had in my stash didn't feel that way. However, it is thick at the part, which is why I use the rivets. This is a little bit thinner. The corduroy she purchased was also thinner than this corduroy. This green corduroy, I'm pretty sure, was a remnant from Joann's. I used to be obsessed with that roll-up remnant section that was like 30-50% off all the time. And so it was just like almost a full yard of remnant that I received that I used when I made my mom's bag. And then this black that she bought off Amazon, which she bought a yard. I still have a lot of that left. Don't know what I'm doing, but it's useful. So I'll use it for something. Do I normally sew things like that for other people? No. For my mom, I do, but not often. It's like a holiday thing, which is why she got the bag for Christmas. But she really wanted to do this for my cousin, and I love my cousin too, so I said, okay. But this is not something I plan on doing. Plan on doing regularly at all. My cousin's bag, the strap is not adjustable. She's pretty short, So I feel like either this is going to be perfect or maybe too long. And I don't even remember why I didn't use the slider. I'm pretty sure I have them. I think it was just the way it measured out, and I didn't want to recreate the strap. My mom's does have the slider, which is nice. So she could wear it as a crossbody. She could shorten it a lot and just wear it as a shoulder strap if you wanted to. I would definitely say this pattern is worth sewing. It's one of the better online patterns that I've sewed. We'll talk about that in another video. And so that also means I would say if you click the link below, check out some of the other bags from that particular website and they would be good. The biggest thing also I would say is maybe use a piece of like a big piece of paper or something to make sure you get a straight square and it's not wonky. So since you're sewing all of those strips together. The bag comes together pretty quickly, which is nice. It doesn't take a long time. The longest part is probably doing the strap, where to put the slider, putting the rivets on, that whole thing, especially if you make your own strap. That would be the longest part of the process. But check it out. Check out the link. Let me know what you guys think. If you've made any bags from this creator or other like faceless YouTube videos, sewing patterns, where you kind of make your own pattern or cut it out without a pattern, and tell me what you think. Again, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.